Hello everybody, welcome to Minecraft 1.16. Today we're going to be taking a look at the good, the bad, and the ugly in this update. And there's not too much ugly, except for maybe the Strider. Oh, shots fired, just kidding, but seriously, that is one ugly mob. But really though, we're going to be taking a look at some good and some bad things that happened in Minecraft 1.16 and look at some potential areas where you might be a little bit disappointed in the development, and some areas where you might be thrilled with development. Anyways, let's do it. All right, the first feature we're going to take a look at gets a 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100, top-notch, top-of-the-mountain feature for the Minecraft 1.16 update, and that is we can now access the offhand in an inventory. Finally, at long last, it is possible to access the offhand from an inventory. What do I mean by this? I mean, if I'm in this inventory, in this chest, and I hit the offhand key over an item, boom, it goes directly to the offhand. Do not pass the hotbar. Do not collect $200. Go right to the offhand right there. How easy is that? So all you got to do is press the F key, which is the default key, or whatever key you have your offhand bound to, over the item, and it goes right to it. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? And then you want it to go into another slot in the chest, you can just move it over just like so. So, absolutely fantastic feature that I have wanted for ages in this game. And yeah, I am so very happy, because before you had to do this. You had to take, let's say we wanted this to be in the offhand, we had to take it out of the inventory, then we put it into the hotbar, we exit the chest inventory, then we hit the F key, and now it's on the offhand. Dear God, can you imagine actually having to do that in 2020? Well, imagine no more, because you can now move stuff in and out from the offhand. How epic is that? The Nether Fortress. Unfortunately, one of the biggest disappointments in the Nether update. These Nether Fortresses were not updated for whatever reason in this update, despite the fact that we have new Nether bricks, namely cracked nether bricks, which you can make by placing regular nether bricks into a furnace and smelting them up. And we have chiseled nether bricks as well with this cool wither face. So, for some reason, we got new nether bricks, but they weren't added to the fortress, which is incredibly disappointing, especially when you see what could have been. So, here is what the fortress currently looks like. You see just regular nether brick and nether brick fence, and here is what it could potentially look like with the new blocks. Just a few of the new blocks. So we have some chiseled nether brick underneath the fences and above the fences. And then we have some cracked stone brick just basically like scattered about in various places. And yeah, the fortress looks a little bit more old, a little bit run down, has a little bit more character. And these subtle texture changes with the chiseled and the cracked nether bricks, I think add just a little bit of extra flair to the Nether Fortress, which is a little bit disappointing that this is not the default. We're still stuck with the old Nether Fortress, which, yeah, just plain nether brick. The Nether Fortress not being updated is a bit of a disappointment, but luckily we have a new structure, the Bastion Remnants, which are pretty awesome themselves. So you can see these are made out of black stone and basalt, and we also have some nice loot in some of these chests here. You can also see Piglin hang out here and defend the area. If you steal from these chests, you're going to be in for a bad time, because they will come after you and fight you to the death. But these Bastion Remnants are also awesome because there are multiple types of Bastion Remnants. So this is just one type here, just so happens to have some nether wart in the middle here, but you can find some with like piles of gold in the middle. There's some with magma spawners inside of them, which is the first new Minecraft mob spawner since the age of the dinosaurs, essentially. And these Bastion Remnants have a bunch of different nooks and crannies you can explore with gold and chests and things. You can see, if I come down here, there just happens to be a gold block here. If I look around here, I'll probably find another chest somewhere. Yep, there's one right in there. So you can explore these things and find loot and, yeah, have a good time or have a very bad time in here, depending on how you play it. So very cool that there are a bunch of Bastion Remnant types and a bunch of things to explore in each remnant. Of course, you can't talk about the Bastions and the Piglins without talking about the absolutely banger of a music disc that has been added. This is Lena Raine's Pig Step. I feel like after this, they have to add like a new music disc that's absolutely banging every update. Like it should just be a requirement. Absolutely awesome. One of the best features for sure. Another great new 1.16 feature is the chain, which goes quite well with lanterns, as you can see. In fact, it's basically meant to go with lanterns. You can see this top sort of cufflink of the chain. And players were wanting very much a chain to go with that, and Mojang have provided that chain, as you can see right there. Although you have to actually make sure that this connects to the underside like that, and it forms a nice little chain there. Same thing with the soul lantern. So if we do the chain over here, you see how nicely that connects. That is absolutely beautiful. But don't let that distract you from the fact that lantern still cannot be waterlogged, ladies and gentlemen. So chain definitely can be waterlogged, meant to go with the lantern, but the lantern just straight up cannot be waterlogged, as you can see right here. One of the greatest disappointments of the update for me personally, and yeah, probably for you as well if you have a base underwater. So hopefully in a 1.16.1 they can fix this so that we can actually waterlog this and so that this can look properly underwater. But chains themselves, pretty great feature in 1.16. Be honest with me, guys. Be honest. How many of you out there are going to tell your friend that blue fire doesn't hurt you, and then you're going to laugh hysterically when they walk in and still get burnt? How many? I'm guessing 50%. 50% of you will probably do that. It's a great trick. It's a great trick. I highly recommend it. I do wish, though, we actually caught fire and it was blue when we step into this blue fire instead of the same yellow-orange fire that we're used to. But that's just a minor detail. Definitely recommend tricking your friends with that. Definitely a good thing. Next up, we got our boy the lodestone. Check this guy out. This guy can actually help you get back to wherever you want to by simply having the lodestone compass always point to that location. Take me home, country load, to the place I belong. Because, yeah, this is a feature I've wanted for a very long time. I actually suggested something pretty much like this way back a couple years ago in, I think, 2017, I want to say. But it's finally here, and yeah, very useful tool for navigating in the Nether so you don't get lost, and yeah, you always know which way it is to get back home, unless, of course, somebody comes and breaks it, at which point, good luck. I also want to take a moment here to just appreciate the versatility that the Blackstone has. So if we take a look here, you can actually craft stone tools with Blackstone. So yeah, if you wanted to actually start off in the Nether, you could do so. And you can craft basic tools if you're in need with Blackstone itself. So great tip if you need stone tools, for instance, in like a UHC or something. And also, you can craft pressure plates and buttons and stuff out of it. How awesome is that? There's a whole bunch of polished varieties. There's a cracked variety of the polished variety. There's a chiseled polished variety, in addition to just the normal, regular polished variety. And that's in addition to the actual Blackstone itself. And all this stuff also has, we just type in Blackstone here, has stairs and walls and more stairs and slabs, and there's also gilded Blackstone. So many different varieties of Blackstone, which I greatly appreciate. It's nice seeing a block with so many different varieties to choose from. So thank you, Mojang, for this feature. My only problem with Blackstone is that Blackstone is not renewable, so you can't actually get more of it. Once you've mined out everything and all the Blackstone in the area, it's gone, straight up. That is in contrast to Basalt, which is another new Nether block, which you can get by basically flowing lava next to blue ice while over soul soil. So you can see this basically forms a basalt generator right here. So it would be nice to see a renewable way to get Blackstone, something similar to this perhaps. Yeah, maybe we'll generate Blackstone instead. So love this feature with the renewable basalt, but would like to see Blackstone renewable as well. Don't you for one moment think I forgot about our new Lord and Savior, the Hoe, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't forget about you. The Hoe is now one of the best tools in the entire game. Can harvest all those blocks you just saw, plus the target block, plus maybe a couple other blocks, and can be enchanted with Fortune and Silk Touch and Efficiency now? Holy mackerel. The Hoe is back, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, you can't make an update video without talking about the changes to Redstone, and I feel like we got the best of both worlds with the Redstone cross/dot thing. So you still have the ability to make the dot by right-clicking a redstone cross with the open hand, and of course if you wanted to power the sides you can do so as well, just like so, just by toggling it back and forth, as you can see. And of course the blocks can now be powered from the side by redstone dust, so you have to be aware of that when you update. But overall I think it's going to be a change that's just fine. It's just going to require maybe some slight adjustments to certain contraptions in certain areas. So yeah, there we have it. Oh, look at this. I just so happened to come across a skeleton horse, but I don't have a saddle. I guess I'm out of luck because you can't really do anything with these, and you can't leash these guys with leads. Oh wait, you totally can now. Hey-oh! Ha 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 ha! One of the best subtle features, the little blue guys that kick up behind you when you run over soul sand or soul soil with soul speed boots. Magnificent. Magnificent. Look at those little guys. Awesome. I gotta say, I don't think anybody really saw that diamond would ever not be the top tier, but I gotta say the way they did this with the smithing table to upgrade your gear to netherite with a single netherite ingot and your diamond gear over here, and it also keeps the enchantments, by the way, is pretty cool. Gotta say it is pretty cool. So yeah, smithing table with some functionality, really cool looking nether gear, but then there's this guy who still is very sad. Still no functionality. So, missed opportunity on this one. 3 new blocks here. Bravo, bravo, bravo. I may not understand it, but I will accept it. Well, say hello to Mr. Underside of the Potted Plant. Good to meet you. 1 wispy piece of string. 1 heavy anvil. And 1 brand new bell. Has science gone too far? Probably, but that's not going to stop us now. I heard there might also be some other new biomes which are cool, so yeah, I'm not really too sure about like what that's about, but it seems like it might be interesting. Somehow they also added a balding, waddling dwarf mob which can walk on lava. I'm a big fan of the battles between the Hoglins and the Piglins that occasionally break out in Nether. Very cool to see a dynamic world element like that in the actual world itself. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Look at this guy. Took down one of the piglins. Now he's running for his life. So cool to see these little back and forths. And they dance. Another great feature. Another great feature. Look at that. So cool. So cool. If these walls could talk, they would say, "Thank you, Mojang, for fixing the holes in the wall." Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Red crimson stem. Blue warped stem. Red planks, blue planks. Red Nylium, blue Nylium. Red roots, blue roots. Red fungus, blue fungus. Red wood variants, blue wood variants. Red stripped wood, blue stripped wood. Red weeping vines, blue twisting vines. Red nether bricks. I'm not gonna lie, this one physically hurts me. Unlit campfire fans rejoice, for your display models with food on them are now officially a supported feature. Nice. For those of you keeping score, that's a little bit weird because I wasn't. Anyways, go and play 1.16 the Nether update. Seems like a cool update, a lot of cool stuff. Anyways, I'm out. Goodbye.